Nah, that is not a joke. This game was also censored. And also in a remake, they soften it up. I don't know exactly what, but there are some what they call disturbing scenes. For example, your main character is in original way darker. Has also his issues, and they made him softer and more friendly. For example, that in the beginning he's threatening one of his subordinate pilots. If he speaks up again, he will be shot. That was, for example, changed, I think. Yeah. I once made a comparison. Would be great if it would be only a joke, but no, unfortunately not. Yeah, they always find something to censor. Yeah. Please speak. I would prefer if you would be quiet. In the original, speak up again and you'll be shot. In the remaster, I prefer if you would be quiet, but if you want to talk, it's also fine. And this, I mean, that makes even the main character more interesting, if he's not some sort of Mary Sue. So there's some dark dude in a very tough business here, being some, I don't know, some mech, once a mercenary pilot or whatever, blowing up dudes. Yeah. All games, even Final Fantasy Tactics now. And even Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest was now released. I'm not a real Dragon Quest fan, but you perhaps know this roleplay game. It is very a soft roleplay game. It is like a cartoon. And they released a remaster on Steam. There's fun stuff to remove and put pixels on the female body parts that are too exposed. But the dudes are still running around the same. Yeah, that is a modern society. I mean, I found it crazy how nobody's talking about that. Do you know the TV series Jack Reacher? This Amazon TV, based on this book there. It's army investigator or whatever. That dude, I mean, come on, let's be honest, that dude is... I can tell you, from a medical standpoint, that dude is jacked. Why the heck he needs so many muscles? Dude is looking like a Hulk, like a space marine from Warhammer. And in a recent interview, he said that he's taking steroids in order to look that good. And everybody's so, yeah, nice, good that you're so honest. Glad that it helped you. And all females in that TV series, they rather look average and all covered here, almost completely. And that dude always here naked and rolling steroids for his role. In order to look like, he looks like a space Hulk. I mean, check it out, this complete unnatural look, which is almost not achievable without steroids. It's extremely unhealthy also to roll that. Yeah, a lot of actors do it, true. All those actors that tell you, yeah, I did 6 months, I eat good salads, yeah, a lot of vitamins, bullshit. Yeah, a lot of actors do roids. I'll be honest, I also use steroids, but never in those high dosages. I used it in a very, very low dose, because I was always afraid of the side effects, because I know a lot of people from my sport times, or simply from from those times where I did a lot of strength sport, that they have permanent damage from taking testosterone, because your intrinsic system might shut down, especially if you're taking higher doses over a prolonged time, and it will make you addicted. It is like a super booster. You will build, even with low dosages, you build muscles 10 times faster. You took a lot of steroids and cocaine. Yeah, that is a typical combination of for the lifestyle fitness dude, yeah. the fitness influencer. Yeah, that is a typical combination I often also see in the youth. Riding on the max confidence level, and exactly, yeah, that is quite a popular combination, but yeah, can turn. I hope you are now good. Yeah, but now imagine that dude is saying here, I'm taking roids in order to look like some over-the-top Hulk in a TV series where I always put off my shirt and get stared upon by all females, man. They look rather whatever average and never show anything. Yeah. Now imagine a female actress would say, I took Ozempic. That is this new drug you heard about, this diabetes drug, which is getting now abused by many for weight loss. Imagine a female actress would now in an interview state, yeah, I'm taking Ozempic or other drugs in order to look so great, 90, 60, 90. Man, feminists would go all over the planet crazy. They would say, yeah, look at this, those unrealistic standards. Look what they're doing to their bodies. Yeah, but dude is rolling steroids in order to look over the top, man. Who wants to look like that? That dude is completely over the top. I mean, look at his pictures, man. That is. I can tell you, yeah, you know, a lot of dudes are into those muscles. Yeah, the biggest admirers of bodybuilders are dudes. I can tell you that. The biggest admirers of bodybuilders are dudes. Never took any steroids. No, not me personally. I meant that this was the truth for yeah, cocaine. Yeah, true. Also know a lot of footballers. They were also here from pro clubs. I had a couple of patients which also rolled cocaine and completely dropped out. They were not famous players, but they were basically in the pipeline. And you get faster, and cocaine is also a hell of a drug because it makes you so confident, pumps you with energy. I never took it, but will also never take it because I could imagine it would blow up my brain. I never took any hard drugs, yeah, but I took lower dosages of testosterone, very low dosages. But I already noticed the difference in but it also made me more aggressive. Even those low dosages, I don't know what happens if I take those bodybuilder dosages, which are absolutely brutal. Yeah, I took, I don't know, 1/10/20th what some of those bodybuilders roll. But I already felt how this is complete. But if you stop taking it, yeah, if that dude, yeah, that what is it named, Jack Reacher dude, if he stops taking roids, it is fighting against the body will immediately try to shut down those muscles. Because the body doesn't want them, because it's not imbalanced. Yeah? Being such a muscle mountain, roid mountain, yeah. But I find it. What is it for a society? Dude stands there and nobody should say, "Hey man, why are men going through this shit, destroying their body so they look over the top?" I mean, it's also his own fault. I'm pretty sure he's not getting forced to do that because he's looking so over the top, man. What the heck? And but yeah, again, if a female would say something like that, I'm rolling drugs here in order to look 90, 60, 90, people would shout, the entire world would shout, "What? Look at when dudes self-destruct themselves." Yeah, nice thing. Good that you are so honest. So many people are not honest about it. Yeah? And yeah, look at what standards we have here. Some dude in TV series when I roll whole roids helped me to get so good in shape. It was really the headline of the article. Dude, actor X talks about how steroids helped him to get so good in shape. What the fuck? Yeah, so. Yeah, that's how it is. Double standards everywhere. Crazy. Yeah, it was not even released in US and Europe. I'm playing a very good fan translation. They only released it for... Ah wait, there was a PlayStation 1 release in English. No, it was also Japanese only. Because they were thinking it is too complicated for us. We are too stupid. And also this dark war topic might be too much for us softy Americans and Europeans. Yeah, the Japanese really did it. They did, for example, the first war games on PC, on consoles. The first war games on consoles were from the Japanese. Yeah, all those games, PTO for Super Nintendo. I mean, PTO 1 and PTO 2, those games are very complex. I see basically a small war in the Pacific Mini. Damn it. Like by Gary Grigsby. They also did basically the first game of Panzer General. Before the original Panzer General then was released on PlayStation. That was basically the fuck to the first Western market war game. Yeah, Panzer General. On consoles. Ghost in a Machine sounds like sounds like Ghost in a Shell instead of inspired by it, or never heard of it. Yeah, Ghost in a Shell. I know that movie is a cult classic. I still listen sometimes to this intro song. Find it massive, man. Also the visual style of that movie is it's massive, yeah. And that movie was released when? 95 or what? 98? Crazy. Yeah, the Japanese, man, they really had, when it came to media design, movie design, or anime especially, yeah. I mean, also those Princess Mononoke and Nausicaa, they were rather very serious while we watched, I don't know, some goofy shit. They already, their kids already watched here some stuff like environmental damage, fascism or whatever. Yeah. You can't prepare those kids early enough for the harsh word. Yeah. So is it Ghost in a Shell? Or is the movie called Ghost in a Machine? Or was it a typo? Yeah, Ghost in a Shell I know, yeah, it's... yeah, 95, yeah. Ghost in a Shell, yeah, cool movie. There's also, if you like it, there's also a very good rated TV series. Did I? Jimmy, good that you mentioned it. I need to continue watching it. A DVD series based on Ghost in a Shell. On the main actors, and it is well made. What is it called? It has 3 seasons, I think. Yeah, exactly. Stand-alone complex. In the same art style, basically. same actors. I think there was 3 seasons or something. From 2002 to 2005, so yeah, I guess 3 seasons. Or 2 seasons. Very well received. I think I watched the first one. Well written, eh? I mean, very mature story. Like some spy thriller. I like the original, basically. Yeah, with here deep state, espionage, assassinations, political. I like the original, while coming with a cool art style. Stand-alone complex. Ghost in the Shell stand-alone complex. You can watch it on Amazon Prime, but it's Amazon, but it's expensive. They make, you know, one season is 20 or 30. But absolutely on par, almost. Not entirely from an artistic, but really cool story. I need to watch the second season. I completely forgot about that. Nice that you mentioned it. You really need to pay attention because it is to some extent like a Tom Clancy spy thriller. It's basically the best what you can get when it comes to Ghost in the Shell. Despite the original movie, I really also farmed all Ghost in the Shell content I could find. I also watched those real movies, with this Hollywood movie. To be honest, I didn't found it that bad. That movie that they released, I don't know, in 2010 with Western actress. Oh yeah, nice. Missile, so what is that? And that game is also, for a Super Nintendo game, quite complex, but check out PTO 1, PTO 2, man. Those are full-blown war games, which they managed to put on those 4 megabyte cartridges, yeah? I think they even had to expand like the cartridge for that game. They had here to say Nintendo, man, had to produce a special cartridge for those Japanese dudes, man, going all in. Yeah, and they released then the first English translation was for the Nintendo DS, but with censorship, yeah. Which for me, and it's not really only small stuff, they changed the entire tone, especially of the main character. Because your Financi is getting killed here, and dude turns quite dark, yeah. And he turns into my thing. He's a dude with a particular set of skills, eh? And he will find you, he will kill you. Yeah, everything removed. Not everything, but softened up. It's not always about political reasons. I mean, some stuff is, yeah, definitely this woke stuff, or this woke culture is definitely having an influence also on Japanese companies, especially Square Enix, because they want to make more money, also, yeah. But it often is also simply because they want to avoid higher ratings in order to sell more copies, to make more money, yeah. And for this they also ruin the originals. But often they do, of course, and nobody would give a damn about some pixels in Dragon Quest. If there's some more pixels of clothes or not. There was this Dragon Quest designer here who said, yeah, I don't know, I have to do it, because otherwise there is in the West a religion, otherwise they might go mad, so I have to, my company told me to do it, and then they cut the interview out. There was some Western gaming magazine and made an interview with that, I don't know, from grandfather of one of those games. And then he said, yeah, there's in the West this strange cult or religion. He was talking about those woke people, which I can't, they don't know about genders or whatever. So I need to remove the gender words. Dude was completely confused, man. Some old dudes, man, they grew up, they don't understand the world anymore. What the fuck is going on with those guys? Why do we need to replace gender with body type and whatever, body type A and B? and those dudes then so yeah, I don't know, there's something going on in the West, so yeah, we do it to make money, but we don't understand what the fuck is going on with those people. And then they released that interview, and yeah, people picked it up, and then those gaming journalists deleted it. Cut those parts out. It's starting to die out, yeah. Yeah, people are fed up with this shit. Everybody I know. They really ruined it for everyone, and as I say, they made it worse for everyone. They made it worse for everyone. Attack, yeah. Oh, I'm quite low on HP. Can I check my status? No, HP 90. It's fine. Yeah, that dude. And how he was describing it. You could tell, man, that is some old school dude, man. He doesn't understand what is going on with the people, yeah? Yeah, and he was then saying, yeah, there is some sort of religion, some sort of religion in the West. And something about not mentioning genders. Now we need to write body type, and then they both start laughing because they don't understand it, because they find it so, what the fuck is going on? But order is order, yeah? Yes, sir, yeah. They absolutely have no clue why they have to do that, and especially Square Enix is also very brutal. I mean, they are all in. Good, they also had now a ton of failed projects. Square Enix really turned also into this fucking... I mean, they also have a big American division, which probably introduced that culture massively. But all those projects that, let's say, went really strong into this direction absolutely failed. And they had this one expensive roleplay game, which was... nobody played it. But that interview was... you need to look it up on so hilarious, because it's so honest, and those dudes are so completely... how to say, innocent, yeah? Because, oh man, they said we have to do it, something about body types, not use gender anymore, I don't know why, but there's some religion going on in the West. It seems like they don't like that. I just played the original Final Fantasy Tactics, and there's also something about gender is even responsible for how your characters have compatibility. Yeah. Man, pretty sure if that game is re-released or was re-released, I need to check it. I'm pretty sure remove that stuff as well. It's a real joke. Yeah, religion, I think even more. It's it's absolutely. I agree, man. That is really sometimes crazy. But yeah, as you mentioned, it's good to see that this stuff is now losing grip. It's also the same for those video game journalists. It is always the same. It's the same tape, eh? A game gets released which is flawed, but has, let's say, there's certain political elements, yeah? Like Shadow, Assassin's Creed Shadows, or Veilguard, or Outlaws. And then the entire video game journalist community rallies behind that game and protects it. While the gamers hate it. It's a shit game, also despite that. And the video game journalists then rally for that game and for those multi-billion companies in order to protect them from the consumers. Protect them from the buyers, man. It's fucking buyers, man. Goddamn consumers, man. Don't. If you don't like it, don't buy it, yeah? Corporate sims, yeah, absolutely, man. So I have no respect for people that... Also for gamers that protect, I don't know, Ubisoft, it's a great game, Outlaws, it's a great game. Yeah, sure, man. It's the best game ever, man. Outlaws is really a good game, man. Fantastic. I mean, Shadows is not even, but it's one of those brain dead games, open world games, man, where you simply can basically mash one button and, you know, the hardest difficulty, we will have a hard time to die. Apple or Nike, yeah, those people, or Tesla or whatever, yeah, those Jünger, those, yeah, I don't know how you can be some simp and worship companies so much. I never worshipped a company, I never worshipped even some, I even never worshipped any prominent, any popular people, except for Peter Fissler. For that dude I would turn to man, yeah. For one night with Peter Fissler, man. Get that tiger out, man. Peter Fissler, if you hear me, man, for you, man, I turn over. Oh, hey, Peter Fissler. Yeah, but I know this worship mentality is worshipping streamers, worshipping companies, especially companies, man. I don't know. It's really somehow. Man, you can like those products and it's okay, but. I don't know. I also like some products, I don't know. Then completely ignoring all problems or something like that. Miss. Yeah, that is basically a tutorial battle here. It's a bit simply mashing R button, but it will then become quite interesting. And for its time, Front Mission was a very special game, quite a complex game for an SNES game. You can equip your mechs with different weapons here. And items. It's basically an RPG, a mech RPG. Also made by Squaresoft. Nuke, man. That was in the US in the Western version that was turned into a big rainbow. This unicorns hopping out, yeah. War is great, yeah. There's also here, I mean, it's so stupid. Like here for Final Fantasy 3. I told you already that they basically this fascist regime which is rolling all over the world. Where they raised the right hand for the dictator and they removed it and censored it and replaced it by two hands because it was too much resembling the Nazi salute. Despite those guys being the evil guys and basically being some sort of fascist, militaristic regime. Great, yeah, okay. I guess now the bad guys are not that bad, I don't know. Yeah, man. Gee, that is a story from... Was it a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie? Yeah, he lost his wife, man. The mission went completely south. He lost his comrades, man, and then he is somewhere in Asia kickboxing because he needs the pain. But he's nuking everyone. Never gets old. You have been winning so much recently. The crowd would like it better if you lost once in a while. That is from a movie. Which movie was that? I think it was a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie or whatever, where they also tell him, please, can you not beat your opponent in 10 seconds? Yeah? Please let him alone. And then he beats him in 2 seconds. With one roundhouse kick or whatever. Or was it Rambo? No, not Rambo. I think it was one Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Bloodsport or something. Yeah, that movie also was great. Yeah, Steven Seagal, yeah. It was either Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think it was in Bloodsport where they find him. And there's also some CIA dude who finds him or whatever. We need you for our mission, yeah. Nah, I'm done with you guys. Only you. Yeah, I mean the snake thing also. Snake, man, is somewhere in Alaska. Yeah, but those stories always work, man. I don't know, it's always work, man. Dude, man, is somewhere alone, man. He wants to be alone, man, after the failed mission, after everything went south, man. Dude is somewhere. And then some CIA Black Ops dudes. Or your old colonel, man, is coming because they need you for a mission. Never gets old, man. Jeremiah Johnson, yeah, I have the tab open. I definitely plan to watch that. Is that going into that direction? That would be cool. For me, that never gets old, those stories. They definitely copied that. Whoever designed that or whoever wrote that, man, was inspired by one of those action movies. Okay, but sounds good, yeah, I will definitely watch it. I read a bit on Wikipedia, sounds very interesting. Colonel, yeah, man, the Colonel, man. There's always some Colonel dude finding you in some in the darkest hole of the planet. But yeah, really cool for a Super Nintendo game that they have, I mean, proper dialogues. As I mentioned, yeah, they often struggled with space on those cartridges. And even had to save text there, you know, save those bytes. While you have sometimes those roleplay games where they only bring those one-liners or very short sentences. I mean, also has something to do that in Japanese you can transmit more information with less letters. Because they have more complex and more letters, right? Than Roman-based languages. Yeah, Latin-based languages. Which means, yeah, they can make basically for this one byte they can transmit more information than English version or European version. That's why you often have speedrunners playing the Japanese version. But sometimes yeah, I also play some crazy versions, like I don't know, the Italian or whatever. Because it is faster. Because you have less letters that have to show up. Man, I'm really digging into that game. I know you can equip your mechs. And the story sounds, yeah, I'm always in for those revenge stories. Can't help myself. Ich zeige dir, wo die eisernen Kreuze... Ich zeige Ihnen den... Herr Hauptmann, ich zeige Ihnen, wo die eisernen Kreuze wachsen, man. That is also, man. Das ist Bombast One-Liner. That Steiner dude, man. That actor also knocked it out. The ball out of the park. Too bad that the second movie was rather mid. The intro is still legendary. I find it's one of the best intros in movie history, yeah? Together with intros like Seven. With this, where they basically tell the up and downfall, the rising and downfall of the Nazi regime. First you see those people all being in then you still hear this soundtrack, everything is pumping up, yeah. Everything is great while you see in the background, man, the people, war crimes, everything. Beautiful, yeah, very well made. I also read the book which is based Das geduldige Fleisch. The Willing Flesh, yeah, exactly. It's very good, yeah. So some differences, but nothing major. I even find some dead sentences not from the book, I think, that I tell you where the iron crosses grow. I think there is really some dude came up with that from the movies. But it's so long since I read the book, I don't know anymore. But yeah, it was pretty cool. You have something from the German perspective, yeah, that dude is serving, okay. But somehow he is there and he's also for his but he's completely in this fatalistic state. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, that Hauptmann was also fun. Ich befördere Sie zum Feldwebel. And you're promoted to Staff Sergeant or whatever. There's so much less, no direct equivalent. And dude is simply standing there not giving a shit. Are you not happy about it? No man, I don't give a shit. Maybe losing that war. Then you can promote me to Großfeldmarschall. It won't change anything, yeah? Are you not happy? Nice. I really dig into the art style of this game. Absolutely fantastic for SNES game, and the soundtrack. And it seems to be quite complex. I don't know, did the Japanese have different cartridges? I mean, how did they manage to get PTO into a SNES cartridge? I mean, the game is really a small war game, there's so much text and everything. I know we say it a lot, but this game just have a charm that modern games don't have. Yeah, and I don't grow up with those games. I never played this in my childhood. I mean, sure, I of course played pixel games, so but I also know my sister, she's younger than me and didn't grow up with in those times, but later. Basically at the end of the golden times, yeah. With Nintendo DS, and which was still great. I mean, it was still a great time. Yeah. But you already had writings on the wall, yeah, with Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. That's, I mean, where things really started to, the industry really started to blow up, yeah, in this console generation. Where Microsoft also really became a big dog. And she plays also those games, she even enjoys it more retro than me. And doesn't play really that many modern games, not interested, and she's completely a different person from me. Nice. So that thing is not equipped yet, is that correct? I can now completely equip my mech. Cool. I think most people are different from you, yeah. I've rather, what do I say? Rather a unicat. Was never into this group mentality or whatever group think. No, we need to buy everything. There's nothing. Okay, yeah. Let's check out the rest of the base and then we will build our mech. And no. It's crazy, and they didn't release this game in the West because they were thinking, nah, it will be too complicated. That is, I mean, that was basically for SNES, that is AAA. Yeah. That is as good as it gets. And even the music, everything that is for SNES, that is top quality. I think they must have used some of those late cartridges from Nintendo. You had to buy those cartridges from Nintendo. They were... It's basically... Nintendo kept it really under protection. That was their way basically to handle copyright, to prevent copyright infringement. But they had different versions, yeah. Sometimes some developers with special, say, with good reputation, and Square Soft was back in the days absolute maestro studio, yeah. We received access to bigger cartridges. I think there was even a CD-ROM drive for the SNES in Japan. Even an internet device. Internet add-on for the SNES. And Axel could turn your SNES into a mini computer. That's also why that thing is named in the US Famicom. They were really intending to sell it as a family computer. And they marketed it first, not really that much with gaming, but yeah, like, you know, PlayStation 2 was marketed as a Blu-ray player. But nobody gave a damn, everybody wanted it for the games. It's quite interesting, there's some cool YouTube videos about the history of that. That's why that thing is called Famicom. In the US it's not called SNES, it's called Famicom. No, wait, in Japan it's called Famicom. I don't know, perhaps I'm wrong, I don't know, is it in the US called Famicom? No, I think only in Japan. So perhaps there they wanted to market it as some mini computer. Basically not only speak to kids, because back in the days games were mostly considered kids stuff, but to the adults. Super Famicom. And the Famicom, yeah. Didn't wear the NES, SNES. That was the Western. I guess that's how we lost that Colosseum battle. That dude shot out my center body, center mass. I was really surprised that I lost so fast. Yeah, there were other people. The detail, man. Crazy, huh? Ah, okay, that guy we talked to. Damn it. Yeah, Jimmy. Uh-oh, I see me telling on the test. Oh no. Man, the visuals. It's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm becoming more and more a retro gamer. I don't know what it is about those sprites and everything. It's Mona Lisa. We have weapons, okay. So play a lot of old games. What is your current favorite when it comes to old games? Yeah, but I guess we can do that better, right? What? Nintendo's. There's armor plates, what is it? Nintendo's punch. It's a melee weapon. Ah, that's an arm. Well, at the moment, a modded version of Silent Hunter 3, yeah, beautiful. Man, I had my best submarine times in Silent Hunter 3. I remember I also played that modded, man. I had a playlist of... I downloaded so many mods back in the days. There was also a really huge German modding community. And I had even original radio transmissions, or not military radio, but public radio. And the modder set it up. If you tuned in at a specific date, you heard it. It was not random, but you really heard it to a specific date. Yeah, but I find Silent Hunter 5. What is the mod called? Steel, Wolves of Steel. Man, I mean, that is with the Enigma and everything. Okay, the Enigma is a bit gimmicky because, I mean, it's simply it's a lot of work to decrypt those messages. But it's crazy that they put basically the authentic Enigma in here. But that's really cool. And walking a submarine, yeah, it's been great, but on the other hand, it's not really that important. I found also myself basically switching between screens using the hotkeys like in Silent Hunter 3. I was always thinking, man, walking a submarine is so important. Yeah, not really, yeah. But I don't find it CTDs that you know you need to do exe modding, yeah. That you I remember I did back in the days Silent Hunter 5 videos and some people came over and asked what is going on. The biggest mistake was that they never patched the exe because they can't put those patched exes on the subsim form for whatever reason. So sometimes you need to find it elsewhere. It's not even, for example, expanding the memory. Yeah? because Silent Hunter 5 still has this problem of not being aware of large address, this LAA. That is the typical crash stuff. Because in my version I never crashed out. I just installed Wolves of the Pacific, a couple of submods, and that game was running stable. But I remember I once forgot to install the LAA patch, and then you crash, sooner or later. Just a finicky game. Yeah, to get it is quite... I mean, you need to get it from Ubi Store. Is it on Steam? I don't know. So, it must... I think it is. Now everything is on Steam, yeah, true. Yeah, but right, it's a tough call. I mean, a lot of people also don't like that you only have the Type 7 submarine. But I mean, the Type 7 is the main submarine, 90% of German submarines were Type 7s, and of course Type 9s, long-range boats. Yeah, with Silent Hunter 3 you have of course more choice. And I will never forget, I mean, Silent Hunter 3 was for me peak submarining. I was never so immersed in a game like in Silent Hunter 3. With modded Silent Hunter 3 was one of the best mod experiences of my life. Sitting in that sub, man, listening to that music. Yeah, then you have also those authentic mods. I mean, sometimes it's a problem that you are torpedoing too much. That's what I really liked about Silent Hunter 5. Wolves of Steel. Man, I sometimes was in the Atlantic, I was going mad, I was thinking the mod is not working correctly. I was finding nothing. And then suddenly some dude spotted a ship. After me time compressing for half an hour. And I was thinking, I went crazy. I wanted that guy. I want to eat him alive. And I can understand that perhaps some of those guys went into risky situations. If you, for weeks in that goddamn tube, you find nothing. Always watching. Suddenly you discover a convoy or a ship. Man, I can understand that they sometimes went into risky situations. I love Subsims doing all the manual targeting, yeah. Yeah, that was also really crazy in 5, I think they made it even more crazy. But yeah, all those mods are also for free. Yeah, it was cool, really also made my brain bigger to figure that stuff out. Especially also doing those fast head calculations, which they were trained in, to do those quick shots. One second. Yeah, where you don't have the time to do your perfect calculated 90-degree approach. Yeah, also the new set. I found it too tedious. I mean, same for the Enigma decrypting, which you could argue about because it was indeed the captain's job. But star navigation, I mean, you were not alone in a submarine, so there's a reason why they put 40 dudes on a submarine. So not a single guy has to do everything. But I mean, yeah, cool that they had it. Yeah, exactly. Enigma is basically gimmicky. Yeah? You do it a couple of times and then you deactivate it. Because you can also compare. I mean, those games still a bit bombard you with messages. You can't compare it to reality. Where basically a message, when they received the Enigma message, those guys went crazy, yeah, because it meant that something important, a convoy sighting or whatever. In a video game, everything is time compressed. In reality, those dudes were on the seas for weeks. That was peak submarining. Silent Hunter 3 by Ubisoft. Silent Hunter 4 also, I mean, yeah, was released buggy, but the modders fixed it. If you're into American fleet boats, also great. Crazy, man. Ubisoft bought all those simulation studios, eh? Redstorm Interactive with Rainbow Six. And then they nuked them. I don't know who made Silent Hunter initially. Was it a Ubisoft studio? I guess they also bought somebody, right? Yeah, it's of course quite a different experience. I always liked the first months, and because I mean, the Germans and the American submarine. I mean, the Americans was the most successful submarine campaign in history. But the experience is exactly the opposite. The Americans got wasted really hard in the beginning with the crab torpedoes and with Japanese air superiority, making their lives hard. And then after a year, the things really fast changed. So it's basically a reverse difficulty. Yeah, you're getting hardcore. Can't even hit the surface without Japanese aircraft looking to kill you, and you're still riding in mostly shitty submarines, man. Those S-boats, those inter-war submarines, and those torpedoes don't work. Can be even happy if they don't kill you. There's still a lot of submarines lost where they don't know what happened to them and they believe it was circulars. But then things got, of course, very bad for the Japanese, and they torpedoed the entire Japanese navy into submission with thousands of submarines. Most successful submarine campaign in history. While the Germans is easy, golden times, how they also called it, golden times in the beginning, where it even looked that they could even indeed torpedo Britain into submission. Happy times, yeah, exactly, yeah, happy times. True. The happy times. Yeah. And then it got worse and worse, where they were then also pushed the Atlantic Gap. But this was then also closed. That's what I like. I like really to play submarines 33 plus. Because that's also what Lothar Günther Buchheim got completely wrong in his. I mean, Das Boot is really a good movie. I also read the book, but it's complete horse crap that those dudes are already so desperate and depressive in 41. 41 was happy times, those dudes were torpedoing left and right. That was before... yeah, that was basically 41. June 41 was invasion of the Soviet Union, yeah. At the end of 41, but not for the submariners, yeah, for the... There were signs that, oh shit, not everything is going that fine. Okay, yeah, I mean, Africa was also, of course, they got wasted. But submariners, man, 41, those dudes were torpedoing left and right stuff. By that movie, it gives you an idea that they already were super desperate in 41. But I mean, sure, there's already some Jimmy's not returning. Yeah. More and more. But really, stuff got out of their hand, 42. Mid-42, yeah. That's where really they had us, there was a 1 month they lost, I don't know, 40 submarines or something else. It was really a month they lost so many submarines, they almost... I think there was even a point where they called all submarines in because they couldn't realize why they are losing them all. Nice. And it's quite detailed for an SNES game. We're spending 1 hour in the base doing nothing because I enjoy it. Not released. Crazy, yeah. Even the pilots level up, cool. Just you need to understand the parts. Can I fight? Oh wait, first I need to equip my mech, I guess. Ah, there was even a 2-player mode. Cool. At least I think that is what it means. One of the times where Adolf listened to Dönitz and Rademann and had the 300 subs they wanted at the start of the war, things could have looked much different for the UK, yeah, but I mean, they had holes everywhere. I mean, it would also not save the Eastern Front, yeah. Like, oh, who knows, I mean, never say never, yeah, but... True, yeah. I think at that point they were still even sinking money into that aircraft carrier, that Zeppelin. Or also into those, I mean the Bismarck was also... I mean they did their job, yeah, those bigger Graf Spee and whatever those... I mean the Bismarck got immediately wasted, yeah, on the first run. But you know there's this fleet in being concept. And that is what the Germans did with the Navy. Their surface ships were almost useless, yeah, but they were sitting somewhere. And alone their risk that they might do something required the allies to respond to with protection. Yeah, I mean 41, that was I think 41 they also reached more tonnage, where they destroyed more tonnage than, I don't know, there was something. At one point they torpedoed more than I think in Britain arrived. So basically they had a malus, not malus, what's the opposite of surplus? Deficit, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Norway, that they always had that fleet in being there with those battle cruisers and whatever. But that was wasted effort. Yeah, if you dig into shipbuilding, it is nuts what you need for a battle cruiser. It's crazy. It's what resource you need. Okay, let's set up our mech. Jenny. Okay, what is that? Attack 5 times 2. 110. Range 1. Also 1. I guess that is square range, which is important. Would like to have a missile boat. Type short. So it's basically twice. And that is once, okay. Is there already something installed? Yeah, what is that for a weapon I have there? Maybe there's already... here. No. Can I check my left grip? I mean, there's something installed, I see it. And it is getting compared. For example, the attack of this weapon is... but the hit chance is better. Can I see the stats of the weapon I have equipped? Probably not. Wait, range? 0. So the weapon we have equipped is also range 0, range 1. And it comes with ammunition. That other weapon is ammunition free. There's some ray gun or whatever. Yeah, let's leave it. I don't see really that much of benefit. Good, right. Okay, we could also use one of those weapons. This looks really like here's some American LMG. Speaking of some huge weapons here. Yeah, I mean, but is there even a need? Let's see what... Yeah, but I need to buy it first, okay. I was thinking we can buy and install. Set up and buy. Okay, let's see, is the buy menu different? No. He doesn't have any items for the shoulders, okay. Get it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got in let's install a second weapon. Backup weapon or whatever. The only difference is that the attack is split. And then let's take the more sexy weapon. Ah wait, no, that's the only difference, okay.
Thank you.
Ah wait. No, I should have. Ah, oh, wait, we're not done here. Body. Okay, yeah, those bodies are definitely better in all departments. We wanna have, that is basically a tank, right? But it's massive, 26 tons. And it lowers attack power. Not lowest attack power, the lowest engine, which I guess translates to movement. Yeah, but Jimmy, I want a heavy. Basically, I like medium. Look at that guy. I like medium heavy. But the medium looks cooler. Come on, let's go for the medium one.
Thank you.
Man, I don't think I can afford everything. Yeah, legs are also very important. I mean, if you lose an arm, that is not that bad, but losing a leg is fatal. Install the Russian computer. Short? What is short? Short, fight, long, agility. That is basically... I guess that is adding to the hit chance. It's basically a ballistic computer. Fire control. Yeah, but we already have one. No backpack. Yeah, then let's install some legs. Same here. Engine. No, wait, what? Wait, yeah, but I guess wait translates to... Those are rather heavy. I might rather go for the heavy one. I really don't want to do that hit and run stuff. Oh, they're so heavy. 12, 27, 12. Let's take that one. There's a need.
Thank you.
Yeah, arms you can't afford. But where's my items? I guess in... items here. After another repair kit. Ah, yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, let's test roll it in the Colosseum. As far as I understand, it is not costing anything. If you blow up there. Odds 2. Okay, the higher the worse. And then take that one guy. Yeah. One coin battle? No. We need to invest money. Actually, it doesn't look good for us. Our body is really weak. Lost my money. Good. We are ready. I just upgraded. Why is it so weak? Because reasons, man. JJ. Really good game. I'm absolutely in.
Thank you. 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 Thank you.